sorry, that video got cut out. Actually, let me see if I have my little thingy where I can attach it to the thing so I can actually like talk to you guys. I do. Okay, perfect. Oh, hold on, we're taking a turn. Hold on a second. Actually, I'm gonna try and hook on this one and see how this works. Hold on. Okay, there we go. So basically, like, the way that I feel is that, like, a lot of people comment and they don't know exactly what's going on. And at least if you're gonna do that, like, watch a couple videos beforehand. Now, my violation of probation has nothing to do with drugs. It has nothing to do with drugs whatsoever. Whatsoever. Nothing to do with drugs. And sometimes I wish that my best friend, who is also my driver, would get involved with my videos, because I know he's known me for 6 years and I know that he would be honest in saying that I'm not on drugs, but he doesn't like to get involved. So you want to get involved? Mm-hmm. You ready to?
Yes.
All right. This is my best friend. Okay. This is my best friend. Now,
Gina, she's not on drugs. Gina does not take any kind of drugs, whatever.
My problem is this. Okay. Now I'm gonna put it on both of us. My problem is this. I am extremely manic. I have a lot of mental health issues. A lot. So when you guys see me and you guys think I'm high or whatever, it's not me being high, it's my mental health issues that I'm dealing with. Is that correct, or am I lying? What do you don't want to be on here anymore?
No, it's okay. I'm just, you're good now.
You don't want to be on anymore?
Yeah, I'm listening. I'm here.
So, here's my thing. Like, and I can say, I swear on my son, I am not doing drugs. Would you be willing to swear on your granddaughter? And that's something big for him. That's something big for him in his religion. Would you be willing to swear on your granddaughter that you know I'm not doing heroin?
Yes, absolutely yes. I do swear on that she's not doing any heroin, yes.
No, so when you guys see me falling asleep, it's a combination of things. I am trying to figure out my medication. I am letting you guys into my life, into my personal life. And that's not something that I normally do. And you guys are strangers to me. I'm letting you guys in to see a part of my life that I don't let anyone see. So when I do that and I get this constant backlash, like, oh, you're using. It's got nothing to do with that. It's got to do with, okay, the Antanolol didn't work for me. Okay, it just did not work for me. Mixed with the other medication I'm on, it didn't work. Okay, and now because of that, somebody had called probation, and now that kind of just pushed her overboard, because now she's getting phone calls again from random people saying random shit. Okay, but here's the kicker with that. Well, karma's a bitch for one. But I do not consider, when I call you guys haters, I don't consider any of you guys haters. The people who are truly concerned for me, and they, like, it's just the wording of things. And you know, I say it because I get, and you know what? This is me admitting something that I don't want to admit. But, you know, I like to say, I don't get triggered, and the only person who can trigger me is myself. But I do have one trigger. And that one trigger that I have is when I'm actually sober and people accuse me of being high. Because my whole 10 years of addiction, I lied my way through saying, I'm clean, and I was never really clean. And now, when I really am, and people are saying it, it brings me back to something that's not good, you know? It brings me back to like a really shitty place, you know? So like, I'm trying to explain to you guys, like, I'm trying to apologize if I've been rude to anybody. Like, I've been trying, like, but like, in the end, I'm not trying to be a bitch. I'm just going through a lot. You know, like in the last couple months, I lost my home. I lost my family. And you know, somebody left a comment saying that my family moved to get away from me. My family moved to fucking retire. Okay? There has been times where I have read comments and misunderstood them, and I have left comments and people. The perfect example is me and Missy. Okay, Missy Lynn on here. I love Missy. She is so sweet. I love everything about her. We have like the same interests. But I made a comment that hurt her feelings. She made a comment that hurt my feelings, and now we're okay. But the problem is like another thing that I feel like I made a very big mistake when I made this YouTube channel. And I think the mistake that I made was letting too much information out. I never should have let my probation information out, which is why now if I do stay on probation, I'm going to be switching probations so nobody knows where to find my probation officer. Because it's not fair to them to get phone calls all day, and it's not fair to me. It's just, right now, I'm back on my Prozac. Actually, I need to take that. But my insurance doesn't even actually cover the amount of Prozac I'm on, so I have to take a couple of these smaller milligram ones. But, basically, like, I don't know how to explain this. I'm not trying to be an asshole to you guys. That's the last thing I'm trying to do. I just want to move past this. That's what I'm trying to do. I want to move past this. So I'm hoping with this video, we can just move past it. If you guys don't want to, just please don't come here anymore. Because right now, I'm staying on YouTube because I love you guys, like, and you guys aren't seeing that. I'm dealing with a violation, I'm dealing with these, you know, and if I was in active addiction right now, I wouldn't even be filming. I wouldn't be taking the time to film. I film all day long. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you guys don't think that at some point during filming, you would see, like, some type of drug paraphernalia laying around? For one, you guys don't think that like I just don't get it. Like, I'm on 175 milligrams of methadone, and now if I end up going to jail, I'm gonna have to detox off 175 milligrams of methadone. Can anyone imagine what that's gonna be like? So for the person who called, actually that's not why I'm getting violated at all. Not because of that phone call. I actually talked to her about that. I left, and then I went back upstairs to probation because I was pissed off. And I said, who told you about that? She said, I got a phone call about it. I knew that it was them. I said, I want to know the name. She said, I can't give you the name. So I said, okay, well then I'll get the name in court. Oh, and when I do. But anyways. Like, why you guys gotta mess with somebody who's unstable? Like, is that fun for you? Like, you guys know that I'm not stable right now, and there's a good group of you who just want to fuck with a mentally unstable person. Like, don't you see that that's not right? Like, I'm trying to be as nice as I can to you guys. I really am. Because even when you guys piss me the fuck off, like, I still, in the end, like, care about each and every one of you. Even the people who are dicks to me. Like, I recognize that you are still people, and people are not perfect. I recognize that, okay? So I still, even though you're a dick to me and I don't like you, I still care about you because you are a person who makes mistakes like everybody else. I am hoping that Grungy Gina account, I hope that they realize now what kind of damage they can do to somebody's life. I have to call my son today, my 6-year-old son, and explain to him what's going on. You guys, I let you guys into my life because I trusted you guys. You know, like I really did. And I thought that I had formed friendships on here. When you guys don't like somebody, and this is something that I really hope you guys can learn. If you guys don't like somebody, walk away from them. Like, walk away. I don't like Jake Paul, so I don't watch his videos. A lot of people don't like Onision. They don't watch his videos. If you guys don't like me, just don't watch me. Obviously, there is something about me that keeps drawing you back in. And you know what that is? It reminds me a lot of the last clinic I was at, okay? When I was in the last clinic that I was at, they kept telling me, they were like sure as shit I was using. They were sure. They were like, we're going to catch her. We know she's using. And it got to a point where at one point, they gave me a supervised urine every single day for a week. And on the last day, I had to strip down and give the urine. And you know what? It was degrading. It was awful. It was horrible. But it showed them I was not using. Okay? And I feel like you guys are on this, not you all, but the people who accuse me of using are doing the same thing. You guys are waiting and waiting and waiting for me to like get caught, and it's never gonna happen because I'm just not using. I'm just not using. That's just the bottom line. So I don't really know what else to say. I'm sorry to the people. You know what? 2 wrongs don't make a right. If you're a jerk to me and I was a jerk back, I'm sorry. Because 2 wrongs don't make it right. And that's kind of where I'm going to leave this at. Because that's it. You know, and you know, there's kind of like, when I grew up, I kind of learned from my family, you know, don't ever call the cops on anybody. There's 2 things you don't do. You don't call CPS on somebody, okay? Unless you have really good information to. And you don't get somebody put in jail. Those are 2 things you just don't do. You don't go out to try and ruin someone's life. What that account Grungy Gina did was set out to ruin my life. YouTube will find out who that is, and I will have a restraining order on them, and they will be in court. So there we go with that. When I get home today, the first thing I'm going to do is be contacting YouTube with all of this. With all of this. Okay? So, and I think it is very fair that I do this with Grungy Gina because when you start calling my probation officer, when you start stalking my channel with hate, that this is harassment now, and I don't have to put up with it. So yeah, that's where I'm gonna leave this, and I will talk to you guys later. And I love you guys, all of you, even the ones that hate me. I still love you. Okay, bye.